6 months ago, we had a huge storm and someone had stole my Farm Boss. It was a Stihl chainsaw. They stole it from me. And I found at a garage sale a Husqvarna chainsaw. You know what I said? I said, this will work. You know, I only need to cut, some branches around the yard. No, it didn't work. Substandard, garbage components, chain kept on coming off, chain kept on loosening. I don't even know how people get away with selling that stuff, and that's why, it's big box marts basically that sell that. Well, I ended up getting the Stihl MS291. It was a little bit more power, but I've noticed that the power is much needed on oak and some of your harder woods. This pig, I had to cut this all the way across, but then I had to cut it this way because I couldn't even roll it. That's how well this MS291 did. It cut through it like warm butter. A little bit more power than the Farm Boss. I go over here, the stump that I cut yesterday. Now, this was a pretty big freaking tree, and you can see I needed to honestly put on the 20-inch blade. It shows you, and this is how I cut it. I went around in a circle like this and this, and so really, I had the power. This is solid oak. I just went around it in a circle. The next thing I know, that baby is falling. I tell you what, it's all the power in the world to cut 95% of what a homeowner will be using it for. And again, it's different if you're a logger, if this is your profession, okay, and you're doing this every day. You're gonna have to get something a little bit meatier than this. But I honestly believe for a residential person, this is all the unit you will ever need, especially if you go ahead and get the 20-inch bar. This unit has an anti-vibration system, and it actually is pretty decent. It's EPA, fuel efficient. I don't even care about that. I care about raw power. The displacement is 55.5, so you got a lot of power behind it. The braking horsepower is 3.76, and again, if you go with the Farm Boss, it's going to be less than that. I went ahead and spent a little bit more money because it takes you this much money to get up to this level. So to spend another $50 or $70 is not a big deal, and I'm glad that I did. Fuel capacity is 16.9, so it can go for a good 45 minutes full throttle without running out. And the oil is 8.12 ounces in this, and it seems like, this is amazing, that the oil-gas ratio, they end about the same time. Every time I go to fill it with fuel, I go ahead and put the oil in it, and it's just a little bit left, which is perfect for me. They know the ratio. Now, with most Stihl equipment, if you buy the 4-pack of oil with this, it may be a 6-pack, they're gonna double the warranty. And the only reason that they're doubling the warranty is because this is a quality product. I mean, out of all my Stihl equipment, I've only had to bring one thing in on warranty, and that was my bad. Now, baby only weighs 12.3 pounds. It's not a super heavy chainsaw. Whatever you do, use good quality fuel, and always use the highest octane of gas, the best gas. Do not be putting that ethanol corn garbage into it. The corn jacks up. Corn is what syrup's made of. That's why the 2-in-1 from Stihl and those extra additives that are in that bottle are keeping your machine from getting all gunked up, all tore up. I can't tell you how many times I've been at a garage sale and I will see a fairly new trimmer, chainsaw, hedge trimmer, and I'm like, what's wrong with it? And they say, I had it 3 years, it doesn't work, I'm just gonna get a new one. I mean, you're just gonna throw a Stihl product away? That's stupid. You know what it was? They put garbage gas in it. You know what it was? They went to Walmart to buy their 2-in-1 oil. You don't do that. Friends, if you treat baby right, she'll treat you right. I'm not messing around. After I'm done here, I'm gonna clean her up. I'm gonna fill her with oil and gas. I'm gonna put her in my bed. She sleeps between me and my wife. That's how much I love this chainsaw. Anyone comes into the house, I don't care if they have a gun. I don't care if they have a shotgun. When I crank up my chainsaw and they hear that, guess what? They're gonna be running. I don't care how bad society gets. Start up a chainsaw inside your house and let them hear the rum-a-dum-dum. Guess what? There ain't nothing like a Stihl. I say we cut some wood. You can see what this can do. You can make your own decision. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. Peace out. You guys want a free tip? I've been married for some time now, and every night my wife listens to a rain machine. I can't stand to hear that thing. It's thunder, it's raining. Sometimes she'll do me a favor and she'll play an ocean. And I just thought, you know, what is it about the ocean and the rain that I can't stand? And so you know what I did? I came out here into the woods sometime back and I just recorded the chainsaw. And I took all the compilings of the chainsaw and then I looped it. And so now I can listen to my chainsaw go through wood and it puts me right to sleep. I mean, it's the most smoothing thing for a man. I honestly feel like in the morning, my testosterone is like 10 times higher listening to that chainsaw go through the wood, man. It puts me in the mood. We are in my shed right now, and I wanted to show you the case because they don't sell these anymore. It's available on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. This is called the Woodsman case. When you buy a chainsaw now from Stihl, you get a generic scaffolding, and then they have a generic case. And so your case doesn't match your scaffolding. Again, this is called the Woodsman case. It can take up to a 20-inch bar, but even if you buy a smaller chainsaw and you get the 16-inch bar, you're so much better off with this case. It's heavy duty. It's like they used to make them. You don't have to have the Woodsman, okay? All the chainsaws are gonna fit in it. I just think this looks like a chainsaw case. So it just gives you an idea what that looks like. And again, I think it's tough and I love it. And if you guys want one, I'll put a link in the description. I love you guys. Peace.